Individuals with dismissive, avoidant romantic attachment usually tank in couples therapy. It usually makes things so much worse, and here is what I want you to know about it. And I would love it if therapists knew this too, so they can help their clients better. I'm Dr. Sarah Hensley. I'm a specialized social psychologist, and I've been studying the science of attachment and attraction inside romantic relationships for nearly 20 years. And this is another edition of Carline Relationship Advice. Individuals with dismissive avoidant attachment are very triggered by the 3 C's: closeness, commitment, and conflict. And inside of a couples therapy session, oftentimes what happens is that couples are just rehashing the latest argument. Not to mention, it puts them in the very situation that dysregulates their nervous system the most, causing a freeze or dissociative shutdown response. And that situation is vulnerability. When they are put on the spot to access their own emotional experience and then translate it into words, they can get very stuck because their nervous systems have been activated into this hypoarousal or freeze state of dysregulation, where essentially their nervous system is very shut down. They are dissociated and distracted away from their own emotional experience. This is the strategy they have used to cope inside of relationships their entire lives, and being in a couple situation in counseling is no different. In fact, it only increases that freeze response. So what you will see from the dismissive avoidant person in the context of couples counseling is often frustration, irritation, etc. That's them going into the fight response. Or you will see just a shutdown and a sort of checked out, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to handle this type of response from them. And what you are seeing is them climbing up the curve of emotional dysregulation from a fight response, that frustration, irritation, defensiveness, to freeze or shutdown. Okay? In no way, shape, or form do those dismissive avoidant folks feel safe inside of that. It honestly does not matter how good the therapist is at rapport, at trying to make them feel comfortable, at kindness around fostering a healthy therapeutic relationship. It's not the therapist. It is the situation. Okay, situations are very powerful. Situations that involve putting the dismissive avoidant on the spot to reveal their thoughts, feelings, and deepest wants and needs and desires is extremely triggering. And then when you're making them do it in front of their romantic partner, double triggering. I have heard this from so many of my dismissive avoidant clients over the years. They tried therapy, it did not go well, and it really turns them off to future therapeutic experiences. And so one thing that therapists can do if they want to try to reduce the discomfort is really be knowledgeable about attachment and to be communicating with the dismissive avoidant in ways that give them proper time, space, and context in which they can calm down and access their emotions, and really allowing the partner to understand that when they sit there in couples therapy and say, I don't know, I just don't know what you want from me, I just don't think I can meet your needs, that you're just always creating problems, this is so overwhelming for me, that is coming from a place of attachment avoidance of the dismissive type, and that you have to be very, very, very sensitive to their avoidance for a while before you are going to make any progress or headway in changing their deactivating thoughts, in teaching them how to process their emotions in a healthy way. They have none of that ability. The chips aren't there. The connections aren't there. So when I created my hybrid coaching program, I did it with DAs in mind. I did not want to put them in a position that would be triggering for them. I wanted them to be in a position where their nervous systems could essentially move through the coaching program within their window of tolerance. When someone is in a freeze state, they cannot learn. They cannot learn new skills. They cannot learn new information. So the goal of my hybrid program is to keep the dismissive avoidant in a regulated state where they can still get the tools and strategies necessary to start getting in touch with their own emotional experience, challenge their deactivating thoughts, and to engage in more intimacy and connection in a way that feels safe with their partner. And of course, I teach them how to handle conflict and how to come back around and actually address conflict and properly repair. If you would like more information, you can see me at my website, thedatingdecoder.com. Click on Book Group.